Hey, everybody. You're listening to the Fake Book Club podcast, where we talk about everything from movies, music, life, and occasionally the books we're reading. Follow us wherever you find your podcasts, and we hope you enjoy the show. Welcome to season three. We have made it to season three. Oh my God, this is amazing.
Yay.
I
Yay.
am Tabrizia, and I'm accompanied by my co host Whitney,
Yo.
Evelyn,
Hello.
Chris,
Hi.
and Tessa.
Hello.
So, yes, welcome to our season three premiere and also Happy New Year. I hope you're having a calm start to 2026. So we have a slew of topics to talk about for this season, but so we're going to start off with our first topic about going analog. And I brought this up and also in combination with Tessa as well. Because we have been seeing a lot of this kind of trend on social media of people going analog or trying to disconnect from a lot of like technology or just trying to go back to more tech-free activities. So I definitely did want to ask, like, everyone here is like, are you planning to try to disconnect in 2026 or going analog for this new year?
Well, I sure am. I mean, I made a bigger commitment at least to myself to like not to not be on my phone as much. It's ruining my life and my sleep schedule. Let's being real. So, yeah. I'm definitely unless I feel like it's less analog and more like disconnect.
Yeah, I think that's true for me too. It's just like trying not to do as like much with technology. It's hard to do that, and we're probably going to talk a little bit about that later on. But yeah, trying not to be as much on social media, try to go do more things that don't require like being connected all the time, like picking up a puzzle book or doing a jigsaw puzzle or not relying on music streaming or uh, like TV or movie streaming services. I got an MP3 player, which took
Whoa.
me so
Amazing.
long to find. I went to like a lot of
Is
electronic stores.
MP3 still like a format
Wait,
of
wait, wait.
Yes, it
Like,
is.
are we talking about like one of those old like SanDisk ones, or is it
It's
like a
so this
flash
is
memory?
so it's kind of like the SanDisk, but it's brand new. It's like a much like I don't want to say like upgrade of technology because when I got it and it has like a very clear screen, I was touching the screen. It's not touch screen.
So,
It has buttons. I was
that's
like, oh,
amazing.
this is new. Okay. I
So
have
here's
to
the
get used to
thing.
this.
That does remind me of an MP3 player that I used to have, and it was actually like a Samsung Galaxy MP3 player. I don't remember if it was Galaxy, but it was basically like it ran on Android. It basically could function the same way as a Galaxy did or like a Samsung Android did, but it just didn't have a phone app. That's it.
Yeah, I think I had a similar thing too. And it was Galaxy because anything
It was,
Samsung,
right? Okay.
yeah, it has to have Galaxy in its name. But I did have that. Yeah, it had everything, it just didn't have a phone capability.
Yep.
But yeah, I got an MP3 player and I absolutely love it. I listened to it while I was on my break at work. It was nice to listen to it was like CD quality of music. I had to get my CDs and rip them um, with my desktop computer, which I found if you listen to our season finale episodes, I
The
discovered I had a CD-ROM.
No, 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 no. The old magic must not be discussed with the new. No,
But
not to gatekeep, but also I had seen a post in somewhere where it was like, what do people mean when they say they used to burn CDs like on a with a flame
Yeah,
on fire? What were you all doing? And the response was definitely like, the old magic will not be discussed with the new.
exactly. But and it was and it just brought back memories of like ripping the CDs on a computer and was saving it. But the frustrating part is because I think, do you guys remember Windows Media Player?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So,
Unfortunately, yes.
yeah.
For better
Well,
or for worse.
What do you mean remember? I still use it.
well,
No,
yeah,
stop
I
it.
no, yeah, it still exists. Yeah,
Well, I
it's
mean,
still
if you're gonna be burning CDs or like ripping from CDs, yeah, you can still it's still Windows Media Player that does it.
But
so
not
there's
a lot
two
of things
apps.
have
Yeah,
like
there's
a
like it's
CD thing with anymore. A CD
And
drive.
yet,
And
and
not
yet.
I
okay.
know.
You can also use VLC though.
Oh,
Oh,
VLC.
I
Yeah.
Love
remember
of my life.
VLC.
Still free, baby.
So for Windows Media Player, they have two formats. You have the one that we know, Windows Media Player Legacy. They they
What?
entitle it Legacy, and I was like, okay, Microsoft, that is a little too far. And then they have their newer version of Media Player. It just says Media Player. And do you guys remember when you put in a CD, it just automatically knows what CD it is?
Hmm.
It
Yes.
has the
It
list, the
reads the
artist, and the
information.
track list. Yeah, that is gone.
No.
So
You know what doesn't do that? So Apple.
Damn.
It's because you got paid
okay,
for Apple.
I
exactly.
don't pay for Apple because I have an external because obviously my Mac doesn't have a CD drive, so I purchased a because I purchased CDs. So I purchased an external DVD CD
K-pop stan.
drive. Of
Mhm.
course,
Yeah.
K-pop. But other CDs too. Like now that I know one of the St. Agnes Library has a store, so now you can like
Ooh.
and we're Tabrizia and I are friends obviously with the that librarian, so it's like amazing. I'm gonna take a CD. So I took a Madonna CD, like her
Amazing.
Ray of Light one, I think.
Oh,
Ah,
I love that
okay.
album.
It's such a
So
great CD.
good.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so I have iTunes, but I have iTunes and I have Apple Music, which people don't, even me as an Apple user didn't really realize it was very like two different things. But
Wait, it's not. Wait, it
no,
is. Wait,
They're
I'm so
separate things, yeah.
confused. Why would it be two different things? It is.
Apple Music is what you're paying for.
Subscription
iTunes
service.
is just the regular media player.
Yeah, that's just the media player, exactly.
Why does Apple make things so? Never mind. You know, go ahead. I'm like, why do you make it
uh,
so complicated?
so because it's like it's a legacy player to be sure. So I upload my CDs to iTunes, so like the iTunes media player, which has like when you put it in, it knows everything that it has all of the metadata that's on the
Yeah.
CD on it.
So
So you
yeah,
don't
with
have to like so do you have to manually like enter all
yes,
the songs and stuff?
Oh
yes,
no.
Hmm,
because
interesting.
so the database that Microsoft had, they shut it down. And just like
Mm.
a few weeks ago, I went on like the Microsoft forum and people were saying, yeah, Microsoft shut it down. And so now when you put in a CD, it has no idea what it is. You have to, I had, I went to this website and we'll probably post it on our blog after we post this episode. It was like an encyclopedia of music. It had all this data of different CDs that are public, like all across the world. I had to use that to get the photo, to get the track listing, and to input all of that in there
The
onto
old
the computer.
ways.
The old ways, yeah. I was like, oh my God, this
To be fair, when
it's
I was on iTunes, I think, and this was a while back, like I think before iTunes got like very international, um, I had Japanese CDs that I would like rip on iTunes, and I would have to fill in the rest of the data myself because there was no way they did not automatically read like the metadata on that one. If they did, they didn't recognize it.
Yeah. No, and also I remember from iTunes before they I think incorporated MP3, they had their own separate format,
Mm-hmm.
which again
Mhm.
is so stupid. You had to burn the music that you bought onto a CD and then rip them to a computer so it can change over to MP3 format, which
That's crazy.
I know, but I think eventually they stopped. They allowed
Well, that
to
was
have
why
MP3.
VLC was so like important, especially back then, is because you could just convert uh
Yeah.
the files just right there and then. You didn't have to do like the multi-step process. And hell, I still use VLC.
I use VLC for video.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I use media player.
You just gave
Well, I
a
mean,
big ad to
eh,
not do things your way. Like, there's no way I'm going through all those steps to do that.
But I mean, as I was going through it, it was kind of, for me, it was kind of fun to like search throughout like this entire database of and the different variety like of music formats that were across the world and to incorporate all this metadata manually instead of just having um Windows Media Player just automatically bring it up. I mean, maybe that was just like the librarian in me because
I
I was
was
gonna
just
say.
gonna say
I
that.
I do this stuff
That's the
all the time.
library.
But for me, it was just like it was a lot of fun to put all the data. But I do get it that it can be for some people time consuming.
It's
Um,
funny. Yeah. It is funny because like I thought that was a perfectly natural thing to have to do when you're like doing when you're like, ripping information off of physical media and making it digital, like the way we used to have to do it.
yeah,
But with the convenience, I think of like things like streaming and like databases getting updated, or I guess in Microsoft's case, like being eliminated entirely. Like I think we, having gone through that like phase, like recognize the convenience of like when automatic things happen automatically,
Oh yeah.
and are still able to cope when like it doesn't happen automatically. We had a process.
yeah, yeah. And it just like it didn't really fathom like yeah, I just didn't really like freak out or something. It's like, oh, okay, well, I'll just there's a way to figure this out and I managed to figure it out. And it is frustrating like on the MP3 player, it still says track one of this. It doesn't say the name of the title,
Oh.
but I'm still able to listen to music, still able to create playlists, and it was nice to be able to like not having to like flip through my phone while I'm listening to music. I could just listen to the new music and be in the moment. And it was just like a very comforting thing to do.
You
Well,
should
I guess
just
that is a difference then to the way that does speak to the way that like, people might interact with their apps and whatnot. Because for me, if I'm listening to Spotify, my phone's in my pocket. I do not actually have my phone in
Same.
hand. It's in there. My headphones are blaring.
Mm-hmm.
Even when I have it like playing while I'm at work, I mean, I'll have like if I'm at work from home, then the tablet is just playing music off of Spotify, and I'm not interacting with the tablet at all unless like I'm like, oh wait, what song is this?
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Because I don't when I walk, I don't really have my phone in hand either. Like that
Yeah.
is just in my pocket.
Can I say that like that's the way that I've been making sure I don't stay on my phone. If I've connected my music player like to a speaker, and like I'm letting it do its thing, I can actually physically leave my phone on a table and go about the house doing things
Mm-hmm.
instead of like staying on my phone scrolling. Because if I'm streaming music, I can't scroll through Instagram because it interrupts the
Oh yeah, that's true. It does.
the stream of music. So I'm like, oh, what a hack I've found. If I listen to music, I can't scroll on Instagram.
Unless you have a device that casts, it can just cast the music and it doesn't interrupt it. But I guess it's better you don't discover that.
I mean,
So,
I have another device I could be like listening to music on or scrolling on, but in that moment I was like, I'm free.
no, it's good. Like Chris, I use it like basically as a remote control. Like, like I'm just okay, I need to switch something. I'll go over to the phone, which stays on the table, find whatever I listen to. And also as a power music user, like I am listening to music all day.
Oh
When
yeah.
when I say all day, I mean literally from morning to night, like never a minute without music. So it doesn't work for me to not have streaming. It's just for my lifestyle. I
It
have to have streaming.
definitely makes it easier. I think at the height of my MP3 usage, I had a library of maybe like 12,000 songs. And even then, and to this day, I actually do not like making playlists.
I like liking.
I cannot sit
Okay.
there and organize and make a playlist and be like, yeah, this sounds good, because then I'll play that playlist like 2 days later and be like, I hate every goddamn song on this playlist. Why did I do this? Like, I would much rather have my like music on shuffle and just skip to the next song until like something comes up that I like, which is chaotic as all hell, I am aware. But like when
You're
yeah,
you're the guy that puts all of his music in one folder and just skips until he finds
Well, then
something.
bold
the
of you to
beauty of
assume I had a
MP3.
folder.
Oh my! It's in the root. It's in the root. Like,
Oh no.
Bold of you.
yeah.
Well, no, it's because like, all right, when you had the Flash MP3 players back in the day, the SanDisk ones, yeah, you would put it in root. Your instead of having them as MP3, you would actually have them as either
Dot wave.
dot wave because it was a much smaller file, so you could fit
Yeah.
more songs.
Mm-hmm.
And then we discovered free loss audio, which was it
FLC.
FLC, which could fit even more music.
Yeah, I was like,
Like
forget
a
the
512
quality.
MB. Yeah.
Exactly. I was like, forget the quality, just squeeze in more music.
Oh yeah. Screw the fact that like my MP3 would crash like every
No.
10 minutes. Like, no, that
Your
didn't matter.
Fallout boy sounds like.
Look, oh wait, no, that's actually a good point. So, back in the less legal days of trying to find music because broke, and or you couldn't just find certain songs sometimes. I did actually have a song that I didn't know at the time was just playing in mono the entire time. So I was missing an
No.
I was missing an entire like bass track. So when I finally heard the song on Spotify, I was like, what is this song?
You've never heard the song
I've
before.
never
It's
heard
like,
this song before.
That is the craziest thing I've ever heard.
Oh yeah.
it's even funnier if you think about the fact that like maybe you didn't have it in mono, maybe you had only one half of the stereo and you never found out the other side.
That's also a possibility because like again, I'm compressing a bunch of files to fit them all into one tiny 512 megabyte stick.
You have told me that you prefer the whatever bad version you had for that song.
There's a specific song that like I prefer the bad version that I had back in the day because it just sounded a lot more grainy, a lot more raw, and it was a punk song. So
It works for that genre.
exactly, yeah. So to answer the question, no, I will not be going analog with my music. I will buy CDs. However, I don't think I'd ever get rid of Spotify, honestly, or like some sort of streaming platform for music.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever get rid of Spotify, I mean, that's my streaming player. Because even though, yes, I'm enjoying my MP3 player, I feel like, and I feel like MP3 players could have still be around and not so difficult to find if like the music industry and corporations were as greedy with like owning music, because I feel like the idea of us actually owning our music, I think that's just like a really great feeling to have instead of just like relying on a streaming service.
Yeah,
very true.
I mean, we can't care because I did not love carrying my huge CD holder all around.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, I did not. So when MP3 players came into existence, I was like, oh, this is amazing. I absolutely love it. But I feel like when there was an opportunity where you could buy a CD and you can also have the MP3 file with it. And even though Amazon still has that feature, not with all their CDs, but with a few of them.
And going by the way that like Amazon has been handling Kindle
Yeah.
purchases, I also doubt that they will be keeping that function for much longer.
Hang on, I think I missed this. What's happening with Kindle purchases?
Oh,
There used to be a function on Kindle where you could like if you had bought a Kindle book, there was a way for you to hold on to that file that actually is like your book file. They
Mm.
have since ceased to do that. And so
yeah.
therefore, and also like multiple like corporations, businesses, multiple like people have said like you don't own the stuff you
Yeah,
buy.
yeah, that I've
Yep.
definitely heard
So
because that's
same
very prominent in the video game industry right now.
Yeah.
extremely. Oh my God.
And
So,
it's like, and you're seeing also with movies and TV, and because even, and I mentioned this to Evelyn, that I would buy some movies and TV shows through Fandango now. And when I was traveling to Antigua, these are stuff that I bought legally, mind you. I could not access it in another country because they were
oh,
like, it's only available in the United States. And I'm like, I bought this legally. Even if you put a VPN, and I have a VPN, and you turn it on and you say you're in the United States, they're like, no, you can't. We know that you're on a VPN. You need to actually be in the United States to
It's
access.
that's
incredibly,
bullshit.
it is incredibly stupid.
Yeah.
Especially like it's
Also, to that
If you
point, I
had
think
it
we
on
did
DVD, would they like, well, I feel like if you had it on DVD and like the player
Well,
in
yeah, but that's
Antigua,
not gonna, yeah.
sometimes it does. Like,
Well, that's region lock. That's different.
Yeah, there's a
yeah.
region lock. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's also another thing too. Is like, well, why is there like a region lock with DVDs? Like, why can't you just buy, if you're legally buying a DVD, why
So
can't you just buy it and then just play it in
I think the thing with region locking originally stemmed from one of two things, which was either A, the way that different places do ratings,
hmm
and also B, sometimes the format is technically different.
yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And then that's why it's region locked because you need a certain, player component adapter in
mhm.
order to actually play that particular file.
Yeah.
That's, I think, where it originated from. And then they were just like, oh, we can just do this
Yeah,
for
exactly.
everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's like, well, we want you to fork over more money for certain things. So
Yeah.
yeah, and this all stems down to
Yeah, 'cause I
money.
remember
Yeah.
for video games for the PlayStation, for instance,
Oh my
you
God.
could buy an adapter for the original PlayStation, plug it in, and then suddenly you can play Japanese games. Like it would just play.
Wow.
Obviously, there's no subtitles, there's no different audio track. It's just pure Japanese video games. But you did need to buy a separate adapter that would allow you to play those games.
Yeah. And for that time, like I think it would be a very big deal for the
Oh
US
yeah.
for like a US audience, even if they couldn't actually like understand what was happening, because it
Mhm.
meant early access to games that
Hmm.
hadn't been localized yet.
Or it never would be.
Or never would be exactly.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
a lot, and there's also like something to be said for like a lot of things becoming lost media because they were never like localized or never like distributed in a way that was accessible.
Released as physical
Yeah.
media. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
hmm Exactly.
Emulation, baby.
No, wait, hang on. For legal reasons, we do not support emulation unless otherwise noted.
We don't support Spotify's views either, and we're
Yeah,
I
but
think
one of those is actually illegal. Technically.
preservation of media is important.
Yes.
Well, no, that is true
Hmm.
because I think with what a lot of people are trying to aim this year is like disconnecting and going analog is just trying to capture back, just trying to get a grasp of owning stuff again and actually
Yeah.
like actually owning it. Because I think the one out of all the things that we've talked about, it's really like physical media is where you actually like you
Yeah.
truly
Yeah.
own it.
physically owning things like means more now than it used to. It
Yeah,
feels like because of everything that's happening like in the world of technology.
exactly. But even with Whitney's case, well, not Whitney's case, she mentioned that in our run of show that we don't have a lot, New York City apartments are small. We
Space.
can't
Yeah.
have, we can't own everything. We have
Yeah.
to,
And like,
Yeah, you do have to really be selective because again,
mhm.
it's just picking and choosing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know I
No,
have to
and
get rid of a lot of shit that I know I'm not like
actively
reading
using, yeah.
or haven't really looked at in literal years.
Oh
But
God,
I
yeah.
also have a a Kindle Unlimited. But that's really just because the Kindle Unlimited are books that no one should really pay for.
That's fair. No, I was gonna say, to be fair, and like,
It's like sea level type. Like there's a reason this didn't get
get published.
traditionally published.
Yeah,
I
one
mean,
would
some of
think,
it's good, but most
one would
of it's not.
think, but that's a whole other can of worms I am prepared to open at a later date.
I
No, I
know
was gonna
once
say
you
like,
get trapped by an AI book, you're just like, oh, I can never
mm,
trust you bitches again.
Never.
no, but what I was gonna say was to that point also, not only is space an issue, I mean, the older your media is, the more likely is it doesn't work. Like things degrade.
I have a PlayStation 2, still works.
That's a
I can,
CD. Have you tried running a VHS recently?
well, it's
Oh
a
my God.
VHS.
Well, no,
I
because
It
it's
has
have
a
a
still physical
dual
VCR.
media.
DVD
That's
VCR
what I'm saying.
player.
It is still physical media,
Oh
and
God.
That
it's tape. It does not last.
Yeah, VHS do not.
And
If there
also,
was a choice between VHS or DVD,
no, you go
definitely
DVD. Yeah,
no,
it's
DVD. Yeah,
by
for
one.
sure.
VHS do
For
not
sure.
last very
No,
long.
but video games, they're not gonna die that quickly on CD. What ends up happening though is that the system itself might burn out.
Mm-hmm.
Like more than likely, your system is gonna fry.
Yeah.
I barely turn that thing on. It's
No,
just
which
like
is probably means that it's in good
same.
condition. Like
Yeah.
if I try to turn on, like what was it? We played my
It
N64,
was an excellent
and
time.
it still ran well, but I had to like try to like toggle that switch on several times for the game to actually show
You
up.
have to blow into the
Yep,
cartridge.
Oh God. Do
because
these
that's
things
that's
go for
much older
anything?
tech.
Memories.
Yeah.
Memories.
I
Maybe we
will
should
say,
sell our PS2s, Tabrisha. Maybe they're worth something.
To a collector, maybe not to GameStop.
never
No,
to
no, no,
GameStop.
definitely not GameStop. Definitely
No.
not GameStop.
I will say that what do you call this? There were also some games that were just built different specifically.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I have a Japanese Pokemon Red cartridge that actually still works. Chris still has his old like Pokemon Red cartridge from the US and it also still works. I don't know if it saves though. Do you remember?
Wait, which one? My red?
Red.
Yeah, yeah, the red works. The emerald doesn't work.
Yeah, and I know that for a fact because I fell victim to like I was in the Philippines and I think they hadn't I think I hadn't caught on to like fake cartridges at the time. The one of my games was a fake cartridge and I didn't know. And eventually I think there was a function that I never knew existed in the game that was tied to the game's clock and the clock stopped moving because it didn't have the function in the cartridge to keep the clock running.
Yeah, but again, that's a cartridge versus a disc, and
Yeah.
unless the
Yeah.
disc gets scratched or otherwise,
Mm-hmm.
like sunspots, like affected by
Hmm.
it,
Mm-hmm.
warped in heat, the disc will generally last.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, wait, that reminds me. Isn't there like an episode in Cowboy Bebop that like takes
That's a
that's a
Betamax.
Betamax, yeah, yeah, yeah. And like it's old to them it's already old media
All
as
right, to be
well.
fair, Cowboy Bebop takes place in like the year 2000, like 700 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like it is
But
old
like,
tech.
but there was like, what do you call this? There was an avid collector of them, right? And that,
Yeah, he had like a bunch of like VHS players, Betamax players,
yeah.
laser CD
See,
players.
I just consider that like person an archivist because like they preserved the old media and made sure it was accessible in the future in 2700 or whenever that was. And I value this. The problem is we can't all be archivists.
No, he was also a hoarder technically. Because like Look, everything went to shit when somebody knocked over one thing. Like all of his stuff got destroyed. That was
Our
like another part of the episode. Is like,
I'm sad about that.
yeah, it's the idea that like it's because it's tied to a character arc. So, obviously you're not gonna learn her full past because that would ruin the mystique.
Oh no, the
Um,
mystique.
but yeah, no, it is an important thing to keep like records, archives, and Internet Archive is also a good place for that.
Yeah.
Bless the Internet Archive.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just I have feelings about it. Like I definitely want to be more selective about the things that I keep and the things that I hold on to. I'm struggling, but I also don't want to be a hoarder. So and I don't have the room to be an archivist. So
there's a fine
Yeah,
line.
there's a fine line.
Between
I
Hoarder and
I
Archivist. Yeah.
Yes.
don't want to be Hoarder.
God, not in this state, not in this city.
No, yeah. There's like I've been putting it off, and I know we're kind of going off topic, but I've been putting it off. I just need to really spring clean and like get rid of stuff that I've had in my closet forever that I know I'm not going to
There's
use.
an
Like, get rid of so many books that I don't. I'm never getting rid of my K-pop CDs.
Oh no, not at all. Don't.
Those are collectibles, especially when the groups disband. But like one of my favorite groups is about to disband. Anyway,
No.
um,
Who's
so those
joining the
are like
military?
no,
Goes for
not
the
even.
Devon.
He is going into my favorite K-pop artist is going into the military on my grandmother's birthday. How dare he? I'll be wearing black. But no, like one of the groups that I really, really like is
Just disbanding.
disbanding.
Oh.
Just because they formed under they're called Zero Base One and they formed under a competition show and those are just very like finite limited times.
Oh,
So I was just like, we held hope. Anyway,
sadness.
that's a different conversation for a different day. But it's more just like I need to like get rid of books that have been I've been that I've had since even before I moved to New York.
Mm-hmm.
Like books from like college.
Wait, like textbooks or books you were like that were mandatory reading?
A couple of them were like based on they're so outdated now, obviously, because I'm old. Um, but but they were Japan books, or books around like Japanese culture and anime, because my college thesis was um why women write boys love.
Let's freaking go. Wait, can I see
Wow.
these?
I
Can
know,
I
Um,
see these
right?
materials before you toss them out? My college thesis was on anime and anime culture in the Philippines.
oh wow.
So I was just here like I need to see
I
what
feel
these
like I
old
could like look.
texts say.
You absolute weebs. Oh my God.
And
Yeah.
Like and then and then I had to read and mine came with like panels that I found because scanlation culture, thank you very much.
Malaysian culture
Wow.
May it never die.
may it never
May it
die.
never die because had I not had it were it not for scanlations, I definitely wouldn't have been able to have uh
Boys love.
but yeah, finish
Among
my
many
thesis.
things.
And in that thesis, and we're going further and further off this tangent.
Yeah.
And in my thesis, I also compared it to Bara and like gay comics, like gay Western
Oh.
comics.
Let's go.
Oh,
Uh,
wow.
like Bara versus Boys Love versus gay Western comics, which in
Okay,
the early 2000s is
Whitney, you and I
terrible.
need to start a panel at another anime
Yeah,
NPC because the
yeah.
last time I had heard, and this is only rumor, unsubstantiated, that someone had started like, oh, here's the history of BL,
Mhm.
and did not start far enough.
They did
They
not
did not
start
start
far
far
enough.
enough, is all I can say.
I have
They did
to
not acknowledge the old
The old
the
text.
old text.
the ancient texts.
Oh my, but yeah, so like these textbooks are well, not textbooks. I use them for research purposes, but they're not
Mhm.
like traditional college textbooks. So it's like one's on like Japan culture, one is on like homosexuality in Japan.
No, that's
Again, for like
valid.
20 years ago. But anyway, like, so those are books I'm thinking of, like, I don't want to get rid of them because, you know, like I really got into anime and like Japanese culture in college, obviously, but I also haven't looked at them in like
No, that's totally
Here,
fair.
Yeah.
here's an incentive, maybe. Once you do get rid of it, you feel so much better. I
yeah.
have to
True.
tell you, like, it's one of those things that seems like a pain in the ass, but once you do, you're like, why was I wasting time?
Well,
No, I mean,
Rich and I are
I
going
can actually speak to
book
that.
hop.
And I got rid of like 20 something like paintings that I had just sitting around.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them were like, studies that I made or I was experimenting with certain materials. Yeah, they were basically rough drafts or like really quick like sketching like painting sketches.
Yeah.
So they were just sitting in my closet and I was like, I really just have to get rid of these. So
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, and
Like,
also like I had gotten rid of a box of like just stuff in our house that was just sitting like for a long time. I think I'd left it there sitting for 2 years before I got rid of it, like before the new year. I was just like, before the new year starts, I'm gonna shoot all of this out. I'm gonna take it out. I'm throwing everything I do not want in this box, and this box will leave the house. Like it must be gone.
mhm.
Well, Tessa, do you want to take my scrapbooking paper for your journaling purposes?
Well, you see, I also have a journaling group that will probably share in the scrapbooking paper. So, like, if not me, whom? And if not now,
Exactly.
when?
But to that point, that is an excellent segue to journaling.
Yes,
Yeah.
My
that
God.
is good.
No,
Because
journaling is the other thing that everyone wants to do analog now, right?
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And then like in combination with journaling, like letter writing and cursive writing, which I feel like should be a skill
Please.
Oh my
that
gosh.
Yes.
everyone.
I mean, to be
Chris, I
honest,
feel your pain. I see
forgot
a
how
You
lot
to
of
don't
I
understand.
forgot how to do
consistency.
scribble. My signature is just like
I
my initials and fake ones,
Every
fake
time I
scribble
receive a
stuff.
check at work written by a like 19-year-old, I'm just like, do you not know what letters look like?
I
My
have
penmanship is
words.
terrible. I
I
can't
have
I
even.
was just
words.
like, God damn, bro. Like that is not a T. I
I
don't know
have
who lied to you. That's not how you write five.
Oh my gosh.
Somebody misspelled 100.
Tell me if
Well,
it's the
people,
other part
teens
of
are
That's a
illiterate
separate
now,
issue.
so
That's
It is,
spelling.
but no, I feel like that's all tied
no, no,
together. That's
no.
all third grade.
I
Here's
mean,
the
to be
other part of the
honest,
issue.
if you
Do
told
you
me to
know
write a check, I
anybody?
don't think I
Do you
could.
know anyone else in that age group that knows how to write a check? Full stop.
Then get a fucking money order.
That's what I do because I swear I don't know how to write.
Then
I've
get a
like
money
not
order.
written a
I
check
will teach
ever in my
y'all how to
life.
write a check.
I know how to write a check.
I know how
I
to write a
know.
check.
I don't. I never had to.
Wait, tell me the
Wait,
last time I did
Okay,
it though,
okay.
like a million
We'll
years ago.
scrap.
I mean,
We'll
I
scrap
have
the
a
paper episode, and we'll
concept
teach
of
Whitney how to write a check.
no.
I
This
don't
is
need to
five
learn
out
how
of
to
ten.
write a check because that's
Like
what
four
money
out of
orders
five
are for.
millennials know how to write a check.
Well, no, I mean because like for certain, like I had to renew my passport, so I had to write a check
You could
to
pay for
the
that
fee.
Well, you
online.
could do that online, yeah.
No, I had because I took the pic before I realized it was online. I took the pictures, printed it out, so
Gotcha.
it was already too late. So
Yeah,
yeah,
you were already in the physical
yeah.
realm of doing things. Gotcha.
Hmm.
In relation to that, like checks notwithstanding, in relation to that, I do actually think I am in full support. As much as I hated cursive when I was young, I fully support like continuing to learn cursive because like much like learning how to color within the lines, cursive actually teaches like young hands to fine motor skills.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's so that Chris will never have to read a misspelled T or a lopsided 5 in the check ever again.
It's
And
Terrible.
all
it's
just
also
rushing
really
cursive at this point.
and it also helps them with focus too.
Yes.
Like usually because you're focused on the right. I love writing in cursive. Like when I plot out my blog post, I still write it out and then I type it up into a Word document
I
because
confess.
I feel better. Like I feel like
I
all my thoughts would get down on pen and
Mhm.
paper instead
I
of
will
on
say
my
I do
Word
like
document.
writing it down. I'm not a journalist. I'm more of a notebook collector. So if you
Yeah.
also want this,
Oh wow.
We're just
So,
gonna
look,
offload everything to Tesla.
Yeah,
I would also
exactly.
like,
Just
no,
like
wait, yeah,
move
no,
Move one
stop,
Tesla.
floor
no,
to another
no,
place.
absolutely not. Stop that. Stop that.
I particularly want to give you this one from Joe Boxer because
Oh
The
my
clothing brand?
God.
for the
I'm
underwear
I
guy.
Yeah, the
remember
underwear
Joe
guy.
Boxer. Oh my
Oh
God. They had
gosh.
great clothes though.
Oh gosh.
Oh, that
Let
was
me
awesome.
in hysterics.
Oh,
Please, I'm only.
memories. Oh, look at the
Wow.
logo. Oh, memories.
Oh my
That's
God.
so
It's
funny.
But
giving
that
handy dandy notebook, and I'm here for it.
It
I
is
think
giving handy dandy
It
notebook.
is.
I used to have a piggy bank and it had those smiley face. Oh,
Is that a
memories.
Joe Boxer piggy bank?
Yeah.
Huh.
that thing was
Bizarre.
everywhere back in the day.
This is
Yeah, you know what? You're right.
it is very funny. But yeah, so God, I'm so deeply entrenched in this because like I am unfortunate for better or for worse, I am part of the journaling slash stationery community. And I have like several groups that like I meet up with and journal and like as much as we're all very much like yeah physical journaling is best or like physical journaling really helps, you know, it does a lot of things like mental health stuff, documenting, and like junk journaling also like is like such a big trend like nowadays because like for a long time I think it was like here's a sustainable way to decorate your stuff without like spending like so much on like
Well, it's scrapbooking.
stickers. Yeah, it is scrapbooking. Yes.
Mhm.
Junk journaling is the new scrapbooking,
Yeah.
I fear. But and I'm just really here like there I did see some reels as well that was like stop recommending Amazon for your junk journaling. And I was like, who started this? Who started recommending like buying junk off of Amazon
TikTok.
in order for you
Yeah.
to do your junk journaling because you're doing it wrong. Sorry. But like uh, it's it's very the stationary community can be a little heavy-handed on overconsumption because like there's always a new pen, there's always a new
Yep.
planner system, there's always a new notebook, and that's why most of us are notebook collectors. You know, there's always a new sticker, there's always something.
Yeah.
And um I think also for like the people who are really heavy into it, the Japanese like planner systems also like they always have like a seasonal release or a limited collab and it's such a you got to get it fast, you got to get it now, you got to get it. Yeah, I cry. Uh,
Well, I think it's because like also and I shared this with Tessa that it seems like when you have a trend, because when I was seeing a lot of reels and posts about people saying like, oh, I'm going analog. Here's like what I'm going to be doing and stuff like that. It's like, well, first of all, you're not going analog because you're taking a picture and you're doing a reel of you going analog and
yeah.
you're
All right.
posting it on social media.
Now, Counterpoint. What if they took the photo with like a Nokia, film camera? Not Nokia, Kodak film camera. And then had it printed and then took a picture of that picture to post on social media.
Ow. My
I
brain.
feel like that's still performative because like why
It
would you
It is. I'm
I,
just being. I just thought
like
it would be stupid.
I think it's peak performative actually because like
That's taking
it's
it way too far.
it's like the equivalent of like it's like the equivalent of someone saying, "Hey, I restored this old Kodak film camera complete with all the bells and whistles, and I took this lovely sunset photo that will be digitized because I'm posting it on the internet."
exactly. Like that's not the point of like
So
you
going
like you
analog, yeah.
yeah, exactly. It's just like it's something to keep for yourself. So, like I've done some analog activities, but I didn't like take like, oh, here's a picture of me doing a word search puzzle or doing like a physical like Sudoku. It's like, no, I just did the Sudoku and
Mhm.
I did it for an hour and then I just set it aside. Like that's
How hard was that Sudoku?
uh hey.
For for context, Chris does so much Sudoku on the train, it's stupid.
Okay, I just
He's
started.
does it religiously. Every time I'm looking over at him, like, seeing
All right.
he's seeing the shit I'm seeing on the subway. He's neck deep in a Sudoku puzzle.
All right, no, there's a reason
my
for it. It's
goodness.
because a Sudoku puzzle will take me anywhere from 6 to 10 minutes, which is the exact time on a good day that the E or the F goes from my train stop to what's it called 59th Street and Lex, where I got to transfer to the 6. So I have to actually beat that puzzle in that time period because I'm not playing it again later on.
Well, we are not all like, masters of Sudoku like
Not
you
all
are.
bored. That's why.
Well, I
Some
heard
are novices, and it
Who am I
takes a
marrying?
while.
Oh my
And
God.
What am I gonna do?
going
Read a
into
book?
the back of the answer key to make sure that you.
Oh my goodness. That's why you do it in pencil first, Tabrizia.
I didn't do. I did.
No,
I
no,
did
you
do it
have
in
to do
pencil.
pen or nothing. Pen or
Oh,
nothing.
Damn.
Absolutely.
Wait,
no,
For
Evelyn,
I
really?
will
crosswords
make a
and
lot of
Sudoku.
mistakes.
Don't even try it.
Oh my God. I'll do a crossword in pen, but I don't know.
Hell no.
No.
Nope,
Uh-uh.
never.
But I heard the new thing is minute cryptids.
What?
What's a
Oh,
minute cryptid?
what?
I haven't heard of this.
It's like it's kind of like it's a puzzle where you get a phrase and you have to determine the word from that phrase, but it's like it'll be completely unrelated to the sentence. It'll be like Bob the Builder went to Tomorrowland yesterday. And then like based on that clue, based on that sentence, it's something crazy that you have to figure out, and like the answer will be submarine. Like
It should be what? The answer
it'll
would
be
be
like
what?
submarine, and you're just like, how do you get Bob the Builder went to
No, hell no.
Tomorrowland
You know what? We'll just
yesterday?
stick to
How do you get
Sudoku and crosswords.
exactly?
Thank you.
I mean,
I know
I'm
Myrtle.
over exaggerating, but like it's that type of situation where it's like, yeah, Bob the Builder went to Tomorrowland yesterday, and from that you have to figure out that the word is submarine. And we're like, how do
No.
you
I would play that. Honestly, I would play that.
I mean,
That
that's
sounds
what
up
you
my
figure it
alley.
out, but like that does not sound
Sounds
fun.
like a riddle. No, it sounds like a riddle.
it
I
is a
hate
riddle.
riddles. I
Oh,
hate
I love
riddles.
riddle. I
But
love
it's
a riddle.
like you have to figure out like, oh, well, this word. So if like what is the if you like, oh, bag, well, like what's the end of bag, right? Well, what's the end of bag? It's the letter G. And they're like, oh, well, then that means like the word starts with G. And then you have to like figure out the rest. It's
Oh Jesus!
insane. It's
Yeah.
All
insane.
right, no, I'm with Evelyn. That does sound interesting at
I,
least.
I play a game
Uh-uh.
like that on the New York Times games thing. It's
It might be something
connections.
similar.
Oh, yeah,
I think
that's
it's
what
similar to
Yeah.
that.
that's what I was saying. It sounded like connections. Yeah.
Yeah, because the whatever the hardest category is in connections is the most nonsensical like thing that you've
Yes,
ever
it
heard.
sounds similar to what Whitney
Yeah.
just said. Yeah,
Or
it's just
like
like what?
there was one of them that I remember distinctly was like the category was you would basically figure out that the category was like, oh, these are all the names of Roman gods but with one letter missing. And I'm just like, I was like, I was ready to throw my phone out the window. I was just like, I need these connections to be real connections and not just like
Random
I like
shit.
when they try to psych you out, like they put
yes.
different things like Batman, Joker, Batmobile, and it was not at all
Yeah, it's
Batman.
all like 3 different categories.
Trying
Yeah.
to throw
Exactly,
you off.
exactly.
Yes,
And
exactly.
once I figured that out, I stopped what is trusting those categories. I was just like, no, you're not here to be together. You're here to be separate in an entirely different
Like
connection.
you have to look at the letters, not the words.
It's evil. It's evil, I say.
I love it.
I'll stick with my hour with Sudoku.
To be fair, like in
Wait,
an
is that the
easy
easy version or medium? Which one are you spending an hour
What
All right,
is
no,
this
I at least
judgment?
said it was hard. Yeah, I at least asked how hard
Judgment.
it was.
Like,
It could be
Dang.
extreme.
Yeah. To
no,
be
it's
fair,
just basic. Like it's
You know,
like
I
level
like
one.
logic puzzles. I'm a logic puzzle
Ooh,
person.
yes.
Where you like where it's like the grid and you have to like figure out the answers that way. That's
Mhm.
totally my thing.
yeah.
Do like
Wordle
logic
does
puzzles.
something like that.
Hmm.
Um I mean, look, if we're going back to physical stuff, I really should build my nano blocks. I have like 5 to 6 different like nano block puzzles that I haven't built yet, and I really need like I need my focus and my life back.
They are fun to build.
They're very fun to build. I enjoyed building the one that I have, and like I need more of them. And I have more of them. I just haven't built them, and I'm very sad.
Hey man, I use Legos to build my maps for D&D, so
Yeah.
it's always a fun time.
Mm-mm.
I do want a Lego kit, but I know they're just so expensive to buy.
So to be fair, if you're not buying a branded, like, a logo collaboration with like,
Yeah.
Disney or something, they're not that super expensive.
Yeah.
Okay.
The cute little ones that you can put on your desk, like those are not that expensive.
Yeah, it's just that like when you're buying ones that are like, oh, this is like the Marvel, like
The-
Spider-Man and
Or
Venom
Star
fighting each other,
Wars,
those are going to be
yeah, kind of
expensive.
thing.
Star Wars
Yeah.
is expensive. It
To-
also depends how many pieces there are.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
To my like absolute horror, the Pokemon collab
Oh, that's so
the
expensive.
it's $600.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's like well, to be fair, I believe
It is massive.
the $600 set is massive. It includes 3 giant Pokemon, and like if you allegedly if you purchase it on like the Pokemon Center website, you get like a Lego set of badges.
Which looks
Which
dope.
it looks great, but it's also locked behind the $600 purchase, which we will not be doing. Thank you.
Unless,
I was gonna say,
No.
Tabrizia, I could give you some Lego sets. The only thing is they're Star Wars, so I don't think
they're
you would
all
like
Star
them.
Wars sets.
I mean, if I'm able to build whatever the hell I want,
Well, oh yeah, I mean, yeah, sure, you can. You don't have to
okay.
follow the thing,
Yeah, it's just
right?
all gonna be gray and
Yeah, they will be
black
gray
and red.
and orange.
You
Yeah.
should
And
go
orange.
to
Wait, you have an X-wing?
No, I have something, but I don't remember. I have to find it, but I know it's Star
Okay.
Wars related.
I'll build it.
Wait, no, you said
Well,
orange. What's
If-
well,
orange?
no. You got your
BB-8.
nano
you
block.
just go
I think it was
to
BB-8.
like one of the what is it?
The Lego
Doesn't
store.
like Daiso do like the off-brand? You could also go to Kinokuniya. They do like
Dollar Tree.
or
Go to
Dollar
a Dollar
Tree.
Tree, a Family Dollar. They all have the off-brand Legos for like $1.
yeah.
A fun time.
Look, that's how I buy. That's how I make the maps. Is I bought a bunch of those cheap ass shits, and I use them to build
But
maps.
I mean, I guess if you want to like if you just want to build like play and build,
Yeah,
just
Yeah,
the
then
off-brand stuff.
ask the listserv to be
no. I don't want Lego that either kids or teens knotted all over. Anyway.
I'm crying. That's so funny. But yeah, like, look, so far, like, I've just the worst part of like the whole analog journey that I've been seeing, like, based on social media and other things, is it all promotes like more consumption. It all promotes like more spending, and they also seem to be demanding that like you build this like analog life right now, or else it's not worth it. And I'm just like, updating and changing your lifestyle takes time and
It also
consistency.
Yeah.
feels like what's the word? Like the opposite of the message.
Precisely.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's why like it's all for me, it's all very interconnected. Like the way that like, oh yeah, junk journal with materials off of Amazon instead of junk
Which
journal
is,
with things from your life.
to Brigia's point, performative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
people just want the feeling of like doing the thing versus like actually doing the thing or committing to doing the thing, which is also like the other problem. Like I as somebody who does have a hobby graveyard, I've taken up crochet, I've tried to do knitting, I've tried embroidery, and I've tried other things, and like I have the hobby graveyard of like
Yeah.
all of these materials for crafting still like sitting here. So like my friends and I have tried to kind of like mitigate this by sharing like our stuff instead of buying new stuff. Like somebody else who may have a hobby graveyard and you could benefit from it and they could benefit by sharing.
Do we ever get our leather punch back?
I have to ask my friend for
Oh.
for the leather punch back. Like
And then also it's like, and then seeing those posts and those reels, and then, like what you said, it's like it's promoting like consumption. You're also not seeing that people are not saying like, oh, you could just go to the library
Yes.
to get some of these things. Like especially for like DVDs and CDs, you don't necessarily have to buy it. You just
Yeah.
borrow it from the library. And the library has like,
Revolutionary.
yeah, exactly. I was like, well, why isn't that mentioned? Why do you have to showcase like this entire probably this mansion you have of a separate room of a DVD house, like a DVD room. Why are you showcasing that when you probably could say like, oh, you could just borrow a DVD from the library? Because most likely the libraries do not have the money to get into streaming and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
most likely they're
I mean,
gonna have a lot of physical DVDs.
No, they
Alright.
have to have the entire Criterion
No,
collection
I
in their
would,
house.
like, to be fair, I was gonna say, yes, the ones that we're probably seeing are performative.
Yeah.
However, it does go to the point of owning your own media once more. You know,
Right.
so like, don't get me wrong, I love borrowing books from Libby because I don't want to walk the half hour to the library. So Libby does well.
I love
Half
Libby.
hour? Really? A half hour?
The closest library to us, yeah, is a
Wait, the
roughly
Jackson
half
Heights one?
hour. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
roughly half hour.
that is a half
If he's
hour.
walking alone and by
Oh yeah,
himself.
yeah. If I'm by myself,
Oh,
it's a
yeah.
20-minute walk. But
If I'm
otherwise,
talking along, it's half an hour
Yep.
because I take small steps and I have to keep catching up to him.
Yeah. Anyway, the
That's
reason,
all
like, to Tabrisha's point, the reason they don't show it is because libraries aren't cute, Tabrisha, okay? They're not gonna look good in my Instagram reel.
Well, the right library looks cute to them. If they go to the 42nd Street Library,
yeah, I was gonna
that
say
looks cute. That's
because
good for
the
their
Jackson
Instagram.
Heights one does not look
No,
cute.
that
I
it
like
doesn't
the
look
little
cute when you
shop they
see a
have with the
a
cute
possible
looks.
homeless guy right behind you or something.
That's the
Dude, I
thing,
went
you
to
know,
the
the recording.
sci-fi section and it was like 4 stacks that were shorter than me, and I'm like, where the fuck?
Babe, we have a sci-fi library in this house.
Doesn't count.
Yes, it does.
Only to other people.
I can't deal with you. Like we own half the sci-fi
And
the
that is a
fantasy
problem.
Oh my
I
god.
have seen it with my own eyes.
Yeah.
So we all need to get rid of books, is what I'm
Yeah,
hearing.
I was actually making a list of the books that I need to get rid of because there's a series that I have that's like 5 books long that I've not reread, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to keep this series about a colonial thief taker, who essentially sides with the Redcoats at one point, which I forgot was a plot point until they murder his friend, which feels really relevant in this point in time.
I
Yeah, I was
Anyways,
about to say. I was about to say it's like
and that's
you
and
sure?
that's how we know is that he has to that he's ready to get rid of this book.
Oh, by the way, it's also a thief taker who can speak to ghosts. So
Okay, all
yeah,
right, we're done.
that's what puts in the fantasy section.
Oh my god.
As opposed to what? Historical fiction?
Well, yeah, because
Oh.
thief takers were a thing. They were bounty hunters.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
Isn't
what a
there
thief
a
taker
show
is.
that's coming out?
What?
Thief Takers? Isn't that something that's I feel like I heard that in
They're
the
not making it into a fucking series, are they?
maybe
Well, I mean,
I've heard that
if they
phrase
are,
before, but
stop
maybe
it.
not.
We're learning about this live.
Hang on.
No, I don't think it's your book, but I've heard that phrase in something.
Look,
well,
to be
I
fair,
mean,
that
it
is
But I
was
don't think
a
it's a
TV
sci-fi.
show.
Sorry.
Wait, the book thief?
no. The book thief is
No.
different.
I could
It,
be 100% wrong, but
well, I
again,
mean,
my scrolling through social media, it all starts to mold together. But when you said Thief Takers, I was like, why does that sound familiar? Because you know me, I don't read sci-fi, so I was
There
just like,
was
wait,
a 1995 series called The Thief Takers.
that's what I was about to say. It was
maybe
a
that's
British
it. I don't know.
TV show,
Yeah, it's old.
very old. Yeah, but all right.
All right.
That's fun.
Fascinating. Excuse me while I try to confirm this.
So I
Anyways.
did
Moving
want
on.
like ask, like, can we really truly go analog or disconnect? Because I feel like most aspect of our lives is connected to technology in some way. And I think like it would be just really hard to like what Chris said earlier about like, listening to Spotify and not having your phone in your hand when you're walking. Sometimes I'm listening to Spotify and I have to have a phone in my hand, not
Mhm.
because I'm scrolling through social media, because I
Yeah.
need to open the MTA bus map app
Hmm.
Hmm.
to track the bus, or I need to open Google
Stupid app.
Maps.
Well,
Yes.
I think I just
Or
I think I
Google
Is
just
Maps.
never right.
I
Yeah,
think
it's never
personally
right.
I just want to stop doom scrolling.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I think,
You know
yeah.
what? So being part of the ecosystem, the Apple ecosystem,
Uh,
yeah,
here
well,
here.
the world, being part of the
the
world, yes.
world is a
But because I upgraded my phone, like it doesn't connect to my watch, and I found that I was less on my phone when my watch and phone were synced because I was just because that's how I controlled my music. Like I kept so now because I can't. I could use my headphones because it's just like a double tap
I don't know.
like
That doesn't always work for me. So,
exactly. So it's
Yeah.
just like, oh, I can just look at my watch and like go to the next song or like play it again without having to take my phone out of my pocket. So I find that like I am carrying my phone more um when I'm like listening to music because it's like, oh, I want to change the song or want to skip the song and I can't necessarily do that hands
Hilariously.
like hand not hands free but like
yeah.
without having it. So part of my refund is me getting a new watch. But
What's really funny, and I think I've mentioned this before, my Samsung S3 watch still pairs with my Galaxy's 23, and it
nice.
still functions.
I wish I have a first gen SE and my phone was an 11. So like what is it? Forced obsolescence,
Yeah,
where it's just like, I mean, it
Mhm.
still works. Like it'll
but it's
still
not
track my
syncing.
steps. Yeah. So,
Mhm.
but it doesn't do the stuff that I liked it for. And that was like looking at my text message. I'm missing, and I'm also missing like so many of my notifications. Like when people text me, like my phone will be right next to me, but if my watch is on, it's like, oh, I won't necessarily see it or hear it or like hear it buzz because I keep it on
Mhm.
silent. But if my watch is on me, it's like, oh, cool. I can like, it'll jerk and I'm like, oh, nice. Like someone texted me, I can look at it and in that way. So that's
Yeah.
the one thing. I definitely
I
was less hands free, but then Hudson Williams came into my life and now I'm always on my fucking phone. My Lord and
hilariously,
Savior
I've
Hudson
actually
Williams.
moved on from the smartwatch.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I had an Apple Watch. I still do technically.
Hmm.
I left it behind. I did not take it with me on my trip to overseas because I would have to adjust the watch. I felt like I would have to adjust the watch, and I liked being able to track like the back
Mm.
and forth. I it's illogical. Like I will preface this with this is an illogical thought on my part, but I wanted the physical, tactile sensation of moving the clock forward or back depending on which time zone I was in.
Mhm.
Because taking it out of my control felt very weird.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I wore a regular watch during my trip and I have not come back. There's something about the physical watch that keeps me very grounded versus like the smartwatch that I have been like wearing for like a bit.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I
I don't know
get
what it is, but now
well,
I'm more comfortable.
I don't even like to wear things on my wrist. It's just like when I'm out, it's just I just wear it when I'm out as a habit. But when I'm home, if I'm home and I
Oh
haven't
yeah.
left my house and like for like there's absolutely nothing. Like
Like,
nothing. But
look,
now it's
you
just
all have seen my watch, right?
yeah.
The thick
Yeah.
cuff band that it is. You think I wear that at home? Hell no.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't. Hell no,
No,
I don't.
The reason I wear mine is because I track my steps, and I find that
Yeah.
I almost gamify it that, and in a healthy way, because that means get out, walk around, do, don't just sit around. You have to get a certain number of steps a day, and so that's why I keep the watch, with that kind of functionality.
Until the smartwatch dies, that is when I will decide on whether or not I get a new one or if I go back to like the fossil skeleton watches that I used to wear in my 20s.
I love those though. I was a big fan of those. Oh my God.
He needs a watch with a big watch face so that he can keep it on his giant like leather cuff. So it everyone calls attention to it every time they see it on you, and it's
but
so
no,
funny
wait,
to
no,
me.
but I need
It's a style
fight
thing
with the younger generation because they keep calling it the Ben 10 Omnitrix, and I want to smack them with the
That's
watch.
your own damn fault.
That's their fault.
That's your no. That's your own damn fault. Like,
that's their own fault.
It's your own fault for wearing the Ben 10 Omnitrix.
Look, Ben 10 was like out when I was a teenager. How the fuck do these kids know about Ben 10?
So
why is it still?
I think I don't think it's on a streaming service, but I think it's like you can watch it on YouTube and stuff, and they just like that nostalgic kind of stuff, like cartoons and stuff. Yeah.
I'm so confused by this, but sure. But yeah, no, it would take for this watch to die for me to finally like decide whether or not to replace it because it still functions well.
Yeah, it does what it's supposed to do. It tells you the time.
I can still respond to messages.
You can't. You told me you couldn't respond to my texts.
Not to Messenger, Facebook Messenger, but to like regular messages I can.
So you'll finally like respond to me when I text you.
Message me on Messenger. Anyways, moving forward.
Almost saw a potential strife between Tesla and
I'll fight him any day.
Yeah.
I fight him every day.
For glory. No, but again, going back to it, like books are definitely a big one, and I think we all agree with that.
Well, I mean, yes, the books, I feel like out of all the media that we mentioned, like CDs, video games, DVDs, physical books have like the legacy of it. Yeah, it's in the test of time. People still prefer physical books. I still prefer physical books, but it is like there's so many books are published in a year. We can't like have every physical book.
So I was thinking about that earlier, and I think a part of this whole like going back to analog and or like what's the argument with keeping things digital, the world hasn't necessarily expanded, but the access that we have to it has.
Yeah.
So I'm like, there's no way you can keep every book, like CD, DVD that you want to watch or read or listen to. You can't keep all of that. There's no space for that. So I think that unfortunately it does mean that we do need to keep, one foot in the digital space. Now, to Whitney's point, you can always just keep your favorites. You can just continue to buy your favorites. You can just keep them. Personally, I will keep buying physical video games till the day I die, because anytime you buy a digital one, a different company comes out and goes, hey, you don't own these games. And I just feel like, yes, I do. Fuck you. But as video games become more and more online, massive multiplayer games, or they require dedicated servers, the second a company shuts those down, that's it. You can't play those games anymore.
It's so true. Although there has been like, I sorry, this is so off tangent, but like there has been like dedicated efforts to like establish like servers for like older online games.
And those are a lot of independent projects that either lose backing halfway through or only survive for a year. So, because ultimately, if the company shuts it down, I mean, that's it. That's all you get.
And it's like also the same with books, because Tessa mentioned it earlier that with ebooks, you're just paying a license to open the book itself, and whether if it's like Amazon or Barnes and Noble, you can they can just take it away. for
Yeah.
any reason, or the publisher can just take it away. It's like, oh, we
Mhm.
don't want people to have access to this book or so, which happened like years ago with I think it was 1984 or another book that Amazon took the digital copy off from their platform and they didn't tell people who bought it and had it in their library.
Yeah.
And that's when it was revealed saying like, no, you don't really own it. We can take it away. You're just purchasing a license to open the
And
book.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, sorry. Every time that gets brought up, I'm so like I'm incredibly pissed about it. It's this was why like I was definitely on that kick of like if I don't have the physical version of the thing, it could be taken away so quickly.
Yeah.
But also like I acknowledge that there's a large part of this that's also like fear mongering, panic. The people are inducing panic so that like and why and in the end also like why wouldn't they if like that's the case because it only means profit for publishers after that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Like
it's like also with like the music industry when they could
mhm,
have just like found an easier way to embrace MP3 player. Public book publishing never really liked ebooks. They reluctantly accepted ebooks because it just continued to rise in popularity. But that also meant them putting more restrictions and access to ebooks. Like, for example, you can't share an ebook. I can't,
Right.
if there's an ebook that I like and I want to share with Whitney, I can't because it's protected. I'm the only person who can open it. There are some,
Legally.
yeah, legally. But there are like websites like bookshop.org. They started selling ebooks.
yes,
A
and this is a big
few,
deal.
yeah, and a few of their titles have DR are DRM free, meaning
Ooh.
you are able to download it and
And
put
own it.
it on a device of your choosing.
Yeah.
So you can put it on a Kobo reader or a Kindle or read it on the computer or something like that.
I received a
But
Kobo for my birthday and I'm very delighted.
I just got a Kobo too, and it's really good. I actually prefer it over the Kindle.
It looks very
It,
nice.
yeah, it's very like sleek and you can also transfer the your library books onto it as well. You can connect Overdrive and you just
Mhm.
put in the library card and it
Oh.
just yeah, and automatically goes on there.
I'm
Uh,
very excited for that function.
yeah, it's really good. But but yeah, I think what Chris was saying is like we're always gonna have our foot in the digital space, especially when there's just like more and more physical stuff like really out there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't think there's any going back. Like there's no
No.
way to go fully analog. Not
No.
unless you
You gotta
live
go
in
off
the
the
forest.
grid. Yeah.
Go off the grid, live in the forest. Let the earth slowly reclaim you.
Yeah. Build a
Yeah.
cabin in the woods. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like forget all your accounts because a lot of the tech companies are now starting to use like pass keys
Mm-hmm.
and two-step verification. Like
God, I hate that.
Yeah.
I know.
I
Like at
actually
work we have two-step verification.
Oh yeah.
It's required.
yeah.
So
It is I understand it for security's sake, but also it is frustrating. It's multi-step things always are frustrating.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, you unfortunately can't put it back in the box.
Yeah,
yeah.
I agree. You can't put it back in the box, but like I think the reason why most of us like we can cope with it, but like later generations don't have the background that we do on like technology and like we have witnessed everything go from physical to digital very in a very short amount of time. So like not that they can't learn it, but as time goes on, lots of things get forgotten and it's becoming more and more commonplace.
Oh yeah.
So my only thing with it is like the old ways must not be forgotten.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
I agree. Like we just and I think this resurgence of like accepting like stationary letter writing or going back to cursive. Maybe it will just encourage a little bit of more and more people to instill it into their lives instead of just like, oh, well, it's a trend. I'm going to do it briefly and then forget about it down the line. Maybe just more and more, slowly, more and more people will start to have appreciation for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually want to write more letters like this year as well.
Yeah.
Because like I did write letters to a couple of friends recently, and it was very fun to do. One, it was very fun to do. Two, it was like it felt like capturing a moment in time that I am now sending to someone else who will be able to see it, but in a different way. You know what I mean? Because I had written about like an afternoon I had spent out, and I mailed it, and they said it was it was so nice to see to receive it physically, to to have that moment preserved, even if it's not with me.
Yeah.
I've given someone else a temporary window into my existence, and it will stay with them.
And it wasn't on the screen.
Yep. Chat logs can be lost.
Yes.
A letter can be found 90 years from now and be like, oh.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's how histories are made.
Yes.
Put together. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And especially with like how social media companies are now, especially we're seeing like the fall of TikTok so quickly.
Ooh. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually really glad I deleted my TikTok like very early on, because I was there very, very briefly and then I left.
I was never there.
Thank
I
God.
was never there.
I was never there either. But I heard it's one of the more addicting apps. So I guess, well, one thing I'm sort of trying, I don't know if you guys have tried this also, have like a phone-free day. Like just choose
I used
one
to do
day where you can, and it's usually a weekend day because like obviously, you have to work and things like that during the week, obviously, but or minimize the time as much as possible, and you soon realize how much time you actually have.
Oh, you get those.
No, for
I
real.
get the Apple does you spent XYZ amount of hours this week on your screen. I'm like,
Oh,
We
yeah,
could
no, that's a good point.
we
You know
could
what?
have a
Timestamps are
competition.
I was going to
to
say,
see
to
who
wrap this
has-
up, we should all check our screen times right now.
I already know
Okay.
It's
what
very
mine
bad for me.
is.
Oh boy, this is gonna be bad. Let me see.
Where's my screen time?
I don't even know.
Does anyone know how to find their screen time?
I know,
Um,
right? I'm just doing a search right
Right.
now.
I'm already up 12% from last week.
Wait, where do I find this again?
Oh wait,
I don't
Where
know
do you
how
see
to
it?
find your phone.
Hang on.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait, I
screen
see it.
time, right?
Yes.
wait, I have to go to settings.
Okay, let's have a contest for today's.
Hang on, wait, I still gotta find mine.
Oh, just go to
We
settings
are
and look up
currently 4
screen
days
time.
into the week.
No, just for the day. Just for
Just
today.
for the day?
Oh, just for
Okay.
today? Oh, no,
All right.
that's easy.
I have it.
I have it too.
Mine
I
just says
have it
screen
too.
time.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go first. I have 1 hour, 47 minutes.
Damn.
I have 1 hour 53 minutes.
Ooh.
God, good Lord. Go on.
I'm winning. I'm winning.
No. Mine
By
is
a couple of
terrifying.
minutes, relax.
Still counts. Still counts. I was online less time than you know.
What did you say, Tessa?
I don't know how this happened. Hold on. Let me get the exact number.
Wait, what?
I have for today, I am
Mhm.
on 6 hours and 3 minutes.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow. Okay.
wow.
No, it
I'm
seems to
still
be
trying
worse.
to find
Seems to be worse for me. Okay, I will reveal mine. I kind of want to reveal mine last because mine
Yeah.
sounds so exorbitant.
That's what I'm saying.
Mine-
Can't find his.
Yeah, I
Let's go
can't seem
to
to find
Chris.
mine.
I
Okay.
am on TikTok, so that's my biggest
Yeah.
one,
Damn,
obviously.
No. I'm worse. Mine is 9 hours 51 minutes
In a day?
in
Stop.
today.
Stop.
Today.
Yeah,
How?
my daily average is 8 hours and 56 minutes. Daily average.
Okay, how do you find the daily average? I need to find this.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
It's a thing on Apple. So like,
Why can't I
Well,
find
mine
this?
is like, well, I have a weekly report, and for the week so
But
far, it's 3 hours and 7 minutes.
oh, nice.
Daily average screen
Oh,
time.
there we go.
Um,
All right. I finally
mine-
found mine.
Okay.
It's 2 hours and 44 minutes for me.
9
Nice.
hours for me.
Mine
Tessa,
is
you need an
my
intervention right now.
I think
I'm
so.
I thought you
No,
were
calling
but
it
here's
going
the fun.
analog.
No,
analog versus digital.
no. I have
Let's go.
I think I have an idea why it's 9 hours. It's because I've been playing Spotify all day.
No, I do. I play it all day.
Oh, what?
Yeah, remember,
And it's
mine says
not
2
Yeah.
hours.
screen
I've been
time.
listening to Spotify all day.
What the heck? Let me double check my.
It's screen time.
It is screen time. Yeah,
Screen time.
it says
Yeah.
screen time.
Oh, okay.
Looking at
Wait.
your screen, yes.
You can look
Mine
per
is
app too.
yeah.
See
Yeah,
all
app
web.
is different.
See
Well,
all
I already
web.
know it's gonna be TikTok, but
All web it would be different though.
Hold on. Let's hold on.
but I will
Social
say I'm
posting.
at my average this week so far is 8 hours and 17 minutes, which is down 20% from
Into this.
it'll hop back up because the weekend, but
So
I just
let's
want
do
it.
it. We challenge each other to get the
Yeah.
number down.
Yeah.
Bruh, I've picked up my phone 100 times today.
And your phone is older than mine.
Yeah, bruh.
Yeah,
And
because for me, the
Yeah.
most used app I have is Instagram, so I really should get that
yeah, mine
down.
is also Instagram.
Well,
That's my
I think mine is
second.
also Instagram.
Yeah, according
My
to
second.
this,
How many minutes? 42.
2 hours 16 minutes for Instagram for me.
For me, it's 48 minutes. Just today, right? Or
Just
all time?
today. Just today.
Oh, just today is
looking
48
just
minutes.
today. Yeah.
2 hours 16. I'm addicted apparently.
50
No,
minutes.
Discord is also one of my biggest used apps, and it's like I'm an hour in on Discord.
Yeah. Well, that's what there are certain apps that I don't put on. I have more offloaded apps on my phone than like the ones I actually use. And
You need to clear those out, girl.
You know what's wild is that Spotify is not even ranked on my shit.
Yeah,
really,
same.
mine
It's
isn't.
not.
Yeah, so so I have a problem. Unfortunately, our parents were right. It really is that damn phone.
It is true. It is true.
Or like in the old days, it's that dang computer.
Or the TV screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
It's the
before that
dang
it was a TV
Nintendo,
screen.
you know?
Yeah,
was-
those video games will fry your brain.
It was all those music videos from MTV.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh wait, no.
What? MTV's still alive.
Did they not just
I
British-
heard it. They
No,
died in the UK, right?
In the UK,
Yeah, in
and it was
UK.
only their dedicated music video channel
Okay.
Yeah.
in the UK. But
Okay.
MTV is still alive and kicking. It's mostly, ridiculous, but it's fine.
It's just reality TV.
Yeah, it's just reality TV.
That's very
but-
sad.
I mean, yeah, but
They should just call it RTV, reality television, rather than music.
It is basically.
I thought
Rarely show music.
Yeah. Well, that's yeah.
Let this
So
be
it's-
a lesson for us all.
Yeah, I'm seeing this because I'm going to my weekly report. It says I use Instagram all overall for social for the week 16 hours and 22 minutes.
Dang.
yeah. Instagram is a killer for me too, so.
It really is.
can't
yeah,
believe
I
have
only
9
I
hours
only
on my
average
end.
like 10 hours.
So
But,
mine,
but I'm also on this screen. If I looked at this screen, like we did screen time for my laptop, that would I don't want to think
Oh,
about
I
it.
didn't even think
Oh no,
about that.
work is just that doesn't.
Well, see,
that's
that's also the thing that ties in because I use Instagram for work as well.
On your phone?
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't like knowing that I've spent 9 hours on my phone today. That's
See, this
sad.
is how you track these things. This is how you keep like.
Sudoku, man.
Sudoku 9 minutes, bro. I mean,
He was right. You can actually hold him to it. He has the evidence.
I told you, I know the timing between my
That is crazy.
I wish I knew the timing between my stops. I don't know. I can't track that. Anyway, this is not
We've deviated so
we've
far from the
so
point.
far, but also I'm having a crisis.
I mean,
A minor
you're learning from it and
Am I?
This is
I'll
the
be back on
starting
Instagram
point.
tomorrow.
This is the starting point. And from here on, we say, how much lower can we get this number, right?
Well, I will say because I'm on my Mac. I've
Me too.
only done 2 hours today, but that's because, and you guys are my 2 hours, to be honest.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, I'm on my work
Aw.
Mac, so that's not gonna help.
This computer just glad I turned it on. So
It should be glad yeah.
you should be glad it exists.
Sounds like a threat.
But yeah. All usage. So yeah, Zoom and Google Chrome are my most used on my Mac.
I think it's probably
I'm devastated.
WordPress and the Edge is the most used on my computer. So, but
Edge.
this is, yeah, I don't use Chrome.
Don't
Edge,
look at her like that.
Hey,
Like
don't
that.
knock Edge. Edge is pretty good.
If it's not Chrome, it's good. That's the thing now. Get off of Chrome.
Yeah, it used to be, they've improved a whole lot on Edge.
Oh, I know. I use it for work, but only for work.
No, I use it for
And
work
will it be
and at
grateful?
home.
Look, it is better than Internet Explorer. I will give it that.
Yeah, it is
Long live Internet
way
Explorer.
better. Way better.
I mean, my mother uses Bing still, so
Yeah. I just
You-
don't like Bing Maps.
Bing.
Bing Maps is weird. I still go to Google. But so any other closing remarks?
No, I've got to navigate my sudden existential crisis.
we've all been on our screen way too much.
Yep.
So take us home, Tabrizia.
Please take me out.
Well, we know we are ending on a little somber note because
But it's
We
a
Last
realized-
week too. I mean, the last episode also.
we realize that we're on our phones too much, but we hope that you still stick on your
Can we
phone.
really go analog then?
You could certainly
Debatable.
try it. You know what? Let's just make the goal less doom scrolling, honestly.
Just a little less.
Doom scrolling. I feel like mindless scrolling because it's not doom scrolling for me if I'm enjoying the content that
I'm not. That's
But if
the
you
problem.
just-
I'm not enjoying it. I'm not having a good time.
Oh, wow.
Well, that's a
You gotta switch your algorithm because I'm enjoying everything on my. It's called a
Oh no,
For
my
You
algorithm is
feed.
great. It's just, sometimes I get it in 5 different languages and I'm not sure how I got there
He gets raccoons on his algorithm.
as well.
I just keep like I
I think
get different videos and stuff, and since I was like bookmarking a lot of analog stuff, that's also what I've been getting because that's what the algorithm is
Oh
like.
my
Oh,
God.
Did you see
You
when
like
they
this.
show you the actual algorithm? They'll show you like the little tags of everything that you've been into.
oh
Wow.
You
no.
see
I
that
haven't
come up?
explored it, but I know that exists.
That sounds terrifying.
Oh my God. If
Good
I
thing
see it
don't
come
like
up again, I'm
anything.
gonna screenshot it and then send it to you.
Okay, yeah.
So I was like,
do.
no, don't show me this.
I will if anything, like I think I do agree overall that like we can't go pure analog, but I think mindfulness like would be better. Less time spent on like on algorithm generating like apps
Mhm.
would be like so much better. I think I would like to be able to choose more of what I view. So I think
Yeah.
that's what I'm trying to like make my way towards.
Hmm.
Because the thing I didn't like about TikTok was the fact that like I could choose to follow people, but like my For You page would never like reflect that. So
Yeah.
that's why I was like, well, what's the point of being on a social media where you're supposed to view things, but you can't like but the people that you follow does not reflect what you see. So I'm like that's why I got rid of it.
It was like the same like with threads too. It's like you do have the For You page, but you're still seeing stuff that
Well, it's meta,
the
so
algorithm, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but I find it pointless. If I can't, if the For You page is not functional, then that I actually think an app has failed.
Yeah. That's why like with Blue Sky is similar to that. It's like it is strictly for you. Like you
Mhm.
have that For You stuff, and then you can search stuff that is popular, that is just like it's trending, but that For You page, everyone you follow, that's what you strictly are seeing.
Yeah. I like that they actually label it discover and following because
Hmm.
that's a marked difference for me. And
Yeah.
and majority of the time stuff that's in my discover occasionally will include someone from my following, and that's great. It's I feel that I feel less crazy
Yeah.
for all my 9 hours.
You're gonna get those 9 hours down. You're gonna get those 9 hours to 5.
In the next episode, we're gonna check in again
Yeah.
No, let's.
with
You know what?
everyone.
What
That's
the
our
hell? No, I
goal.
will see. I will see. I will try to get it down.
That would be hilarious.
It would be nice. It would be nice to get it. Look, if I can even get it like 7 hours down or 6, I would be very happy. 9?
I will
9?
say, I feel good that we contributed in this episode to hopefully you're not looking at your phone. Or maybe.
Debatable.
Well, till
Take
next
us
time,
home.
folks. Take
Yes.
And on that bombshell.
Yes. I will take us home. So don't put your phones away. Thank you so much for listening to the Fake Book Club. You can listen to us on a digital device on Spotify, YouTube, Pandora, or wherever you listen to podcasts. And you can also visit our website, fakebookclubpodcast.wordpress.com. So please join us next time where we will be going back to unpopular opinions, but this time we will be talking about unpopular literary opinions. So we might get into another fight as well. So stay tuned for that. So
So
thank
yes,
you
join us
again.
next time when we hijack a wireless and get on a different frequency. You can get us finally on an analog.
Oh wow.
Oh
Okay.
my God.
Pirate
But
Radio.
Bye. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Geotag this next recording.
Goodbye.